B96, I'm Frankie Hollywood Rodriguez. Coming up tonight on Street Buzz, we're going to find out what DJ Braxton is playing. You ready? Come on up here, my man. We're going to find out what you're playing at the Red Dog.
I play at the Clubhouse.
Clubhouse, Red Dog. You're also A&R promotions for Clubhouse Records.
Right.
You own the city, okay? Where were you at the White Sox game? That's what we want to know. Should have been up there and batted up. You would have got a couple of runs. Oh, man, we're a little upset today. We're jamming, though. We're going to jam tonight?
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
You got the cuts we're going to play. I know that. Oh, yeah. Be rocking the house. Keep it right here on B96. Let's jam a little Janet Jackson. Where are you now? B96, the name of the songs you heard were the Young Black Teenagers, Tap the Bottle. Then before that, we played a new cut by Jane called Hey Mr. DJ. That goes out to everybody out in Wicker Park. I'm Frankie Hollywood Rodriguez. Coming up next, this man standing next to me, DJ Braxton from the Clubhouse. What's happening?
What's that?
Where's your headphones, my man? Get him some headphones. You don't know what I'm saying. He's looking at me like a crazy man. How are you?
I'm okay.
No. Oh, so how many nights you spent at the Red Dog?
Well, I've done guest spots at the Red Dog. So you
everybody goes,
halfway right.
Yeah, he spins at the Red Dog. He spins at the Red Dog. Sure he does. He does nothing else. Them White Sox, man.
Well,
I'm speechless. I'm speechless. Yeah, well, but they got next year, but next year really is next year with the White Sox. Not like the freaking Cubs would suck. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't. It has nothing to do with the North Side or South Side at all.
They do suck.
Well, they're a young team. No, the White Sox are going. You know what? No one picked them to win. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you say about them. They kicked butt this year. They did. Didn't they? Okay, I'm a liar. I'm a liar. It's October and they're on TV. They kick butt. And they deserve everything. And DJ Braxton's going to play some cuts for them.
Yes, I will.
And it's coming up next on the B96 Street Buzz.
It's the ultimate Halloween experience, and it's happening every weekend.
Come join the fun with B96 and Chernins.
The B96 Street Buzz.
Yeah! In the studio live with one of the hottest DJs in the world. In the whole damn world.
Mr. Braxton Holmes.
Braxton Holmes. DJ Braxton. They don't call you Mr. Braxton Holmes. They call you DJ Braxton.
They call me Mr. Holmes at work.
Oh, yeah, right. Mr. Johnny Holmes. How are you, man? What's happening in Chicago now with all this house music that's coming out?
Well, you know, we got a strong buzz on a couple of records. I work at Clubhouse Entertainment here in Chicago, trying to put Chicago back on the map. We got some new material by a group called the Out Here Brothers, and a nice cut by a female called Endo. This is going to be a real hot one.
You should say who's involved with you on the Clubhouse
Hula
production.
and K Fingers.
Which is like...
The top producers in Chicago.
Hula and K Fingers? Who was Hula and K Fingers?
They did Summertime. They did...
Summertime. That's like the greatest song ever.
They did Nunu.
Yeah. I can sing them all. Go ahead.
Yeah.
And the biggest of all right now, which is the cut. Boom, boom, shake the room.
Boom, boom, shake the room.
These guys are
actually, my boy Silk from Liddell Towns on MTF wrote the hook for that.
Yeah.
And Mr. Lee did the production on that. But they do have two cuts on the album.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Well, them guys are hot. You know, I tell you, Hula and Fingers, man, they... Remember them names. They're the next,
L.A. and Babyface.
There you go. Bigger than them.
Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis.
But those guys ain't got nothing out right now, right? It's Hula and Fingers that got the records out right now.
Oh, yeah. We put out It's Time for the Percolator.
There you go. So you're spinning at, which clubs are you spinning at right now?
Okay.
You spinning at the Red Dog? Eric's yelling at you.
I did a guest spot at the Red Dog.
But where you spinning at, like, pretty much, you're just like pretty much a big-time underground DJ.
Oh, yeah.
Now you're doing A&R for Clubhouse Productions.
Well, I'm the director of sales at Clubhouse. And I do promotions and A&R and everything.
How'd you get involved with that? You just, like, you and Hula have been friends and you just hooked up? Or?
Well, I used to work at Jive Records. Yeah. And I met Hula and Fingers through that connection, and then I mean, we parted ways, and then I met them again, and they decided they wanted to hire me, so
Well,
I'm
let's
in the
go,
house.
man.
Yeah, I'm in the house now.
You're the man.
Yeah.
What'd you bring for us today? Let's play cut, and then we're going to come back and talk some more. What did you bring for us? What's the first cut you want to play for?
Okay, this is like the hottest cut I got. I'm playing now at the clubhouse on Thursday nights. It's called New Yorican Soul. It's by New Yorican Soul. It's called The Nervous Track.
Oh, big,
It's on Nervous Records.
big, huge record for us. DJ Braxton's live, I'm sorry, Mr. Holmes is live with us on the B96 Street Buzz. Let's jam a little, and we'll come back and talk to Mr. Holmes.
B96 Street Buzz.
Yeah, in the studio live with Mr. Holmes, Mr. Braxton, playing some cuts. Now, you know that record we just played, that Little Louis Vega record on Nervous Records? When you hear those records, let's say like when you're out of town and you're a DJ and you go out of town to like a new music seminar, which is like a seminar for DJs that they premiere new music and stuff like that. And sometimes when you're out of town, you'll be in a nightclub that is like wall-to-wall sound. So pretty much something that you haven't heard before, or a record that you might have heard, it's a whole nother feel on the record.
Exactly.
You
It's
know?
like when I first heard that tune, we were in New York for the new music seminar. Lil Louis Vega was playing at the Manhattan Center. He's like one of the hottest DJs in New York City. And everybody just went nuts. Everybody just went crazy for that record. It's like one of the hottest club records out.
It's so hard, though, to duplicate that sound, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you'll hear it in a nightclub, you know, just like a Robin S. record,
Right,
too. You know, you'll
right.
hear it, you'll hear it in the club, and then you hear it on the radio. It just kind of misses
You
something.
definitely have to hear certain records in the club to really get the whole feeling.
That's another thing I was going to ask you. Being that you pretty much mix and work on the underground side of things, if you come up on the radio things, some of the records you might play in a nightclub, sometimes on the radio, people get the wrong impression on it. They don't get the feeling that
Right.
you might get in the clubs that people are screaming over.
Yeah, it doesn't translate well on the radio sometimes, you know, but...
What are you going to do?
Yeah,
It's
what are
just
you
still
going
hot,
to do?
right? It's just like one of them catch-22 things.
It's like when I first started playing down at the clubhouse, a lot of the people down there were like really kind of, they didn't really want to hear anything too new. You know, they were kind of closed-minded. But we've been down there enough.
What kind of old stuff are you talking about they wanted to hear?
I mean, these are cuts I love, but, you know, I mean, it's the 90s. You got to move on, like Bad Luck and The Love I Lost.
See, but that's like
You
the
know.
original house
Right,
music.
right,
You know what I mean? It's the
right.
stuff that people want to hold on to.
Right, but I mean,
Yeah.
there comes a time where you got to move forward instead of, you know, staying stagnant.
See, why do you think that is, though? Why do you think they just want to hold on to them years so much, or that type of music?
You know what? I really think it's just the songs were so good back then. I mean, they were actual songs. The arrangements were like incredible. I mean, it was live instrumentation. I mean, the singers were great. I mean, nowadays you have good singers. I mean,
So you know what kills me? Is back then when them records came out, people made fun of them records.
Right, exactly.
They said, oh, those records are all synthesizers, they're
Right.
just orchestras, drum machines. But if you think about the arranging, if you try to duplicate Bad Luck or some of the old First Choice
Yeah,
records,
it's
it
very
just,
difficult.
you can't do
Right,
it, man. It
right.
doesn't work.
unless you get the original people that did the
Right,
songs,
exactly. It just
you know.
doesn't happen.
Right.
So maybe that's what people grasp onto, and that's
Right.
why the songs like the Robin S. songs and the Nightcrawlers and on and on and on. You know what? Jane A, Hey Mr. DJ,
Yeah.
has that old feel to it,
Yeah.
that old sound to it.
They use the old disco loop for that record.
People are trying to capture that
Right,
stuff,
right. You know.
trying to go back and get it.
Yeah.
So what does that? That's pretty much what you guys are doing at Clubhouse now, too.
Yeah, we're I mix the old with the new, but I primarily play new records like that, and the Indo, Are You Sleeping? What you gonna play next? Those are really hot tunes in my club. And after being there for a while, they kind of caught on, and now they're always asking me what's the name of that song so they can go.
Yeah, so now when you kick up with a Bad Luck or one of the old cuts, they all freak.
Right.
Like, wow, he's playing that.
Right.
Instead, you had to play it
Right.
like 6 months ago.
I like to surprise them sometimes.
That's cool, man. See, that's what makes a good DJ. You got to please the people.
Right.
But in turn, it takes a long
have to educate
process.
them. Right.
Right. It's not just something that happens overnight.
Right.
A lot of guys freak out when they go and spin and they go, well, they ain't getting into us, man. You got to give them what they want and just ease it in, man.
Ease
and
them into it.
It's just a matter of time before it starts happening. So what did you bring for us next? What are we going to play next?
Indo.
Oh.
My Girl. Are You Sleeping?
This is a good cut.
Yup. It's on Alpharhythmics Records.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
You know the owner of that label?
Oh, yeah, I know them very well.
Let's play that. DJ Braxton's in the house for us. We're going to jam a little Indo. Are You Sleeping? Mr. Holmes.
What up?
Are you a White Sox fan?
Yeah.
Damn right you are. I'm going to kick your head in if you don't say.
Yeah, they're the best. They're the greatest.
Let's jam a little. We'll come back and hang on the B96 Street Buzz. This is a good record, too.
You neglect me, disrespect me, undersex me, so don't try and check me. You neglect me, disrespect me, undersex me, so don't try and check me. Neglect me, now you want the punani, no, the punani, now you want the punani, no, the punani. Oh, baby, I'm giving you love for love. If you want me here to stay, baby, that's the only way. It's gotta be love for love, yeah.
B96, the name of the songs you heard were Robin S., Love for Love, and then DJ Braxton, Mr. Holmes, jammed up a little Indo.
Are You Sleeping?
That's a good cut, man.
Yeah, it's very good.
And before that, we played on Nervous Records, the track that Lil Louis Vega produced called
The Nervous track.
which is jamming too. Now, you're at the Clubhouse on what, Friday nights? Or
Thursday nights.
Thursday nights,
Yeah.
which is like, forget about going because it's wall-to-wall people.
Yep, it's packed.
It's
Every
packed, but
Thursday.
you got to sneak in. You got to wedge yourself into there. Now, Eric, the man that puts the, B96, he puts the half in 96. What are you doing, my man?
Chillin', man. Listen to Braxton.
Braxton's
Bang the cut.
He's got the cuts at the Clubhouse.
Oh, my
yeah.
God.
And he's working with the right people, too.
Braxton is the man.
I'm trying to be.
Can't make a mix worth a damn, but he's a man.
Oh,
You'll have your mix.
Now. Braxton should be doing some guest mixes for us, huh?
probably.
Are you going to do it?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Because we want to check you out for like a half hour or so and see what you really jamming.
Maybe even 2.
Clubhouse is a very influential nightclub in the city of Chicago.
That's right.
Over on Halsted.
440 North Halsted.
All right, give me my $80 now. That's going to cost me. Oh, man. Stick around. We're going to play your jams. By the way, call us on the B lines, 591-9696. We got the hottest music in the world coming up next on B96.
Excuse me, but you're listening to Frankie Hollywood Rodriguez on the Killer B96. He's pumping it up.
Hey, sports fans, it's time to play.